We are faced with unprecedented future. We have a future waiting for us. This is not the time for you to get distracted by political alignments which are soon to be extinct. Raila Odinga is not the first time he has done a handshake. He did a handshake in 1997 with Moi. He did a handshake in 2007 with Kibaki. He did a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta in 2017. So these are not things that should excite you. We have seen this cycle before. We have seen these political orangutans. We have seen these alligators. We have seen these cannibalistic pricks. We have seen them realign when their interests are threatened. So you should not, this is not the time for you to get distracted. This is not the time for you to respond to every ODM charlatan who is tagging you or who is posting a volatile tweet. You can ignore. Your engagement, your attention is what is fueling all of our oppression. You understand? The fact that you give these charlatans airtime, the fact that you engage with their tweets, the fact that you interact with their posts is what is triggering the algorithm to think that, oh, these are very popular people, let's continue sharing their content, let's continue sending it to every account. But that's not the case. So I'm here to tell you that we have our program. They have theirs. They're no more, no less. Anything else is a distraction. You understand? Our agenda, our objective remains whether these people, whether these cannibals realign, and whether these sharks realign so that they can oppress us. We have seen this cycle. You are not supposed to get gaslit. You're not supposed to be even entertaining it. You could entertain it from the context of, I saw Edwin Sifuna there. And I keep telling you people that eloquence is not inversely or directly proportional to intelligence. Edwin Sifuna was there now feigning misery, feigning hopelessness. His hands are tied. I was forced to do this. I had to embark on these shenanigans. I had to append my signature on this atrocity because, I am the secretary. You had the option of resigning, you useless piece of shit. This was a time-sensitive matter. Anything else you do from today is null and void. The time that you should have risen to the occasion was that moment when you're in KICC and you say, my name is Edwin Sifuna. I am the Secretary General. I cannot append my signature on this atrocity because I know it's in the worst interests of Kenya. I know it is a coalition structured to loot. That's the moment you should have risen to the occasion. Not 2 days from now, not 10 days from now, not when you see this regime collapsing and then you come and say, I was held, I was trapped. No, that's rubbish. That is what Raila did in 2002, and the opposition, in their infinite stupidity, they embraced him. They embraced him in the NAC coalition, yet he had just come from Kanu, spent 5 years helping Moi to loot the country, and then he came last minute. He's the reformer, just because he came and said Kibaki Tosha. We shouldn't fall for the same nonsensical tricks that politicians keep rewinding every electoral cycle. We have our focus. And one of our biggest impediments, I've told you, I've spent more energy fighting internal saboteurs, fighting infiltrators who are, wolves masked in hiding in sheepskin. That has taken more of my energy than actually fighting Ruto. If I was fighting Ruto without dealing with the infiltrators and the traitors, we could have finished this shit in June 2024. But now every other time there's somebody who just pops out of nowhere. And if you ever see people who are propped up, somehow they just start trending and everything. Because you know this cycle. You saw it with Morara Kebaso. You saw it with Kasmuel Kaskazini Makoure. You saw those juvenile delinquents, how their meteoric rise to your living rooms every morning. You think it was by coincidence? You think it was not by design? The media is controlled by the government. We have no democracy in Kenya. Kenya is a one-party state. Everything else you see is a semblance of democracy. It's glorified democracy. And that's why they are not able to build your roads. That's how they are not able to fix your infrastructure. That's how they are not able to pay your school fees for free education, to pay your capitation for high school, to pay for help for university students. Why? Because the money that should be going to development is going to keep this semblance of democracy standing. So they have captured, let me tell you, and it all costs money. You think about it, it costs a lot of money. They have captured the media. These are the tenets of democracy. First of all, we look at the arms of the government. They have captured the legislature. We just have MPs who go to be bribed in the toilet to pass fraudulent bills. We come to the judiciary. It is captured. It is captured. You only need to look at my case. You see what the ODPP and the judiciary and the magistrates who are there, who are doing, slapping me with heavy fines just because of tweeting. Slapping me with extortionate fines. The first thing we should do is the magistrates who oversaw my case, they should be transferred before disciplinary actions. The ODPP is transferred. All the constitutional bodies, all of them are captured. The director of public prosecution is the one who is bribed together with the DCI so that they can launch these phantom cases. And worst case scenario, the NIS, which is supposed to be also an independent outfit, they are also paid so that they can conduct these extrajudicial killings, these abductions. So we have just a semblance of democracy. Let's go to the civil society. All of them are corrupted. All of them are bought. Civil society, who was the champion of civil society, is Boniface Mwangi, a bought bastard. Who are these other guys who have come out of nowhere? Kop Shakur, a thug. Hanifa, another thug. Come to the media. Ever asked yourself how these media houses are still standing? Why they still have their employees while they are posting losses? How is it possible? What magic is being done over there? It is the money that is supposed to fix your roads that is going there, because now propaganda has become the hustle. They need to keep you distracted from asking the questions that we are raising every day. And so it is incumbent upon you to not be distracted, to not give these people your eyeballs, your attention, your interactions, your engagements on their social media posts, because we have our program. We have our schedule. And our schedule right now is what? Occupy Jesus Winner. This is the program of events. You're going, you occupy, you're supposed to be there from as early as 7 a.m. There are so many routes to get into that place. Once you encounter police roadblocks, go to my TL right now. Go to my timeline. I've already posted a tweet done by somebody else on how to make Molotov cocktails. The police were only doing what they were doing last year because you had been subdued. You had been subdued into, you were told, Beba, Simu, Margin, a flag. What rubbish is that? This is a war. You're going to fight an oppressor. You're going to fight an aggressor. Somebody who is ready to shoot you. You saw what happened to Shauri Moyo the other day. They got a kid who was just leaving the mosque. The man makes chips just down there in the streets. What happens? He finds a police. The police is trying to extort him money. The guy says he doesn't have money. You are shot dead. Is this the life that you want your children to live in, dear mothers? That's not our future. We shall not be condemned to such lunacy because of Keganjo D- idiots have been weaponized, have been unleashed by the government, who only see us as cannon fodder in the war of attrition. They only look at us from the context of we are their subjects and they are our rulers. Who rules who? Ruto, you are not our ruler. You're in office illegally. The only thing which is keeping this government in a semblance of power is the very media. They're the ones who run their garbage. It is the blogs. It is bloggers like Cornelius Korir. Cornelius Korir, I keep telling him, stop shoving down extinct politicians down our throats. Stop posting garbage by mainstream politicians. You'll never see these people jumping onto our hashtags. We have 3 hashtags right now. We have Occupy Jesus Winner, we have Occupy State House, and then we have Ruto must go. You'll never see them. If you see any big wig who is not posting those hashtags, that big wig is on the payroll of the government, however much they masquerade as their opposition. It's like Sifuna. Sifuna goes on TV and says, no, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have the balls to walk out of an abusive relationship with his party because he's one of them. We need men of morals and convictions, men who can stand by them, men who can defend them, not men who are conveniently invoking or feigning ignorance or feigning inability to confront the very challenges that they claim. That they claim to stand for. It's not me who told Edwin Sifuna to go on Citizen TV and say that this rubbish does not work. It's not me. He's the one who went there voluntarily. Did he have a gun to his head? No. They go there, they come, they wax lyrical, they start telling you, oh, you know, me, Ruto cannot win even if he gets with Raila. They are all one and the same thing. Until you put that in your head, you will keep on. We are going to be condemned to repeat the same mistakes that our parents and grandparents have repeated.
Asante sana kwa kutazama Wasource TV. Kama hujasubscribe na kuomba uweze kusubscribe, finya notification bell ndio wakati wote tunapata habari kama hii unakuwa mtu wa kwanza kuipata. Huyo amekuwa ni Francis Gaitho. Ukisikia yale yote ambayo ameweza kuzungumzia hapo, unaweza niachia maoni hapo kwenye comment section. Au sio? Mimi nashukuru sana kwa wakati wako na nakuomba uweze kusubscribe kwenye Wasource TV. Au sio? Finya notification bell ndio wakati wote tunapata habari kama hii unakuwa mtu wa kwanza kuipata. Hadi wakati mwingine na kutakia usiku mwema.